Well, greetings and a most heartfelt salutations to everyone out there. This is Funko Royalty. I am Lord Cash, being joined tonight by All That Pat. How are you doing, sir?
I'm on fire. I know it's not NBA Jam, but I know Space Jam is coming up again, and I'm excited to talk about these Funkos from the new Space Jam movie.
Yep, so tomorrow, my daughter and I are going to go watch the movie. We're actually going to the theaters to check it out. We're not doing the HBO Max, though we really could, but we want the full theater experience, and she really wants to do – she's talked to me in the dine-in theater, the fork and screen. So she wants like lunch and a movie, which is a child after my own heart, so I can't blame her too much. So but I've got my shirt that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow, so I'm just kind of throwing it on, busting it in, getting all the, all this stuff worn out to it. So, but with that being said, All That Pat, have you seen this movie?
I have not. I saw the original, but we're going to go and see it pretty soon, but we have not seen it yet.
As I just said, I haven't watched it yet. So that is my disclaimer that if any of the Funko Pops that I show, I do not know if they're spoilers because I don't know. And then there's maybe a possibility that one might, but again, I don't know. So that being said, we're going to jump right in, and we're going to start with the king himself. No, not Bugs Bunny, but that is LeBron James. So I got him right here.
That's cool.
He's doing the jump. He's got that little piece holding him up, getting ready to do a little dunk shot. What's weird is they released 4 as what I would consider a wave 1. So they do them sometimes in waves where you get like the first batch, and then after it's done, then you'll get another depending on how well it does. So when it first came out, you had 4 of them. So I'm going to sneak preview some of the first 4 that are coming out. But you had LeBron, Bugs, Lola, and Daffy Duck was the first 4 of them. And I'll go ahead and since I've already shown them, I'll go ahead and show Bugs Bunny.
Now, have they made Space Jam figures for the original movie as well?
Oh yeah, I've got the blue one, the blue Monstar downstairs. You have the guy who's voiced by Danny DeVito. I can't think of what his name is right now. Even though we just watched it here last Tuesday on our movie night.
Right.
So, and then of course we've got the one of the most controversial characters this go around is Lola Bunny.
They had to make her less scandalous.
Yep. So there's quite a few characters that got some controversy, some heat on them, and this is one of them. So Lola Bunny. Yeah. And then of course we've got the coach, Senor Daffy Duck.
Oh, he's the coach in this one? Okay.
That's what again. So if that's a spoiler, I'm sorry. But it's right there on the box. So one of the things with Legos and Funkos, they usually get a bad rap for possibly spoiling movies. So
yeah, I remember when Star Wars Episode 1 came out, I worked at KB Toys, and we were not allowed to open anything for like a month and a half. We did, but
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how much they actually do play into these stuff there. Let me see. I want to add something to my screen for a little bit later. All right, so now that was the first wave.
Okay.
Now we've got 8 more that are part of the second wave, and then I've got a couple of I'm missing 1 out of the first wave. It just hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
So, and we start off with Marvin the Martian. So if you notice, the last one we had was, I believe, 1061.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice on the numbers, but
1062. So this now jumps to 1085.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of a jump there. And I won't show you the back, even though I kind of just gave you a little peek. I won't show you the back just to kind of keep the rest of the characters in as a bit of a surprise. And then once we get to the last one, I'll show you which ones.
It is a little interesting on Marvin the Martian. He can't have the standard Funko eyes because his face is completely solid black. So he actually has a more detailed eye shape. I just noticed that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, he's got a little bit of the kind of eyebrows,
Yeah.
so that's kind of interesting. One of them that when I get to it just does not look right. So I'll just say that. Now, by chance, do you have a particular favorite when it comes to Looney Tunes?
When it comes to Looney Tunes, it would be Daffy Duck.
Okay.
If it comes to Space Jam, though, it's Bill Murray. But I don't know if he's going to be in this one. But yeah, Daffy Duck's my favorite.
In all fairness, he did say he was going to retire, going out on top.
Exactly.
So the next character, this one's a new one that we're being introduced to. And his name is, according to this, is called Dom. So he's got his little outfit on. Now, one thing that I am going to mention is this is where it may get into a little bit of a spoiler. And if you notice the outfit that he's wearing, it's labeled as Goon Squad. So instead of the Monstars, it's the Goon Squad this time around.
Okay.
And the only reason why I'm saying that this might be a spoiler is because this is the one character so far that comes with a chase.
Oh, okay. Oh, so do you? I mean, guess. Yep.
So in this one, the chase, he's got, and I've got the sticker right there. He's got the Toon Squad. So I don't know if he gets lured to the dark side or lured back to the good side. I don't know how it's all going to play out. So again, this is one of those things where I'm like, maybe this was a spoiler. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that actually that would make a lot of sense if that's the case, for sure.
So if that ruins the movie for you, I do apologize for you, and we'll go from there.
It's not Star Wars. I really don't care.
So, alrighty. So now it's time to get to talking about some of the bad guys.
Oh boy.
So now, of course, you know, to have a team, you need at least 5 players on the court.
You got it.
Basketball rules. That being said, they've only given us 2 Funkos of the bad guys so far, even though I have seen a couple images of some of the other ones. But we're going to start off with a very, very clever name. You ready for this one?
Well, Monstars is already clever enough. I don't think I can handle it, Lord Cash.
Oh, here you go. This guy's name is Wet Fire.
I guess it's better than a wet fart, but you know.
So he's known as Wet Fire. He's got, you know, flames, but I like his base because you've got the little water push out. I think that's a technical term. So you've got those there. So that's kind of cool.
I do think it's a cool looking figure, yeah.
And I just realized after I was done doing the video, I put him in backwards.
Yeah.
He was the last one. I'm like, hurry, get it back in.
Wet Fire, forward, backwards, you know, it's all good.
So he's fire wet.
Yes, exactly.
Now the other one that we have, this one, you know, again, with the first one, they all just became goons of whatever basketball talent they end up stealing. So the guy who gets, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting his name now. The little guy.
I honestly don't remember any of the names of the Monstars. If that's what you're...
Patrick Ewing, that he was like really tall. Charles Barkley got taken. Oh my gosh, that is really bothering me now because like I remember it, but it was the little guy that played basketball, which again he was probably like our size, but just next to everyone else who's like 7 foot tall and bigger, he's the little guy.
So I got to watch the original one, honestly, this weekend because I haven't seen it in like 20 years.
It holds up okay.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly, you know, obviously, you know, you've got the whole Michael Jordan going from playing basketball to golf and to baseball, you know, and all this little stuff. I'm like, it's a little bit of a history, you know, lesson for you, but it still holds up. I was entertained by it. I did not realize that like right off the bat, it jumps into "I Believe I Can Fly," you know. That's like the catchphrase song. What is it doing? This like literally, it's when he's kid playing learning, not learning, but practicing. That's what I want to say. Back in South Carolina, and
North Carolina.
Huh?
North Carolina.
I was testing you. You passed.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of complaints.
So yeah, in South. What did I just say? North Carolina. North Carolina. But he wanted to play for South Carolina. Yep, he played for South Carolina.
He played for the Tar Heels in North Carolina.
It is North Carolina.
Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls. First base. But anyways, bad guys. This one, they at least look differently because you got Wet Fire. This one, a little bit.
Sorry, Wet Fire is all that's going in my head. Continue.
It's going to be a dry water.
Yes.
You've got White Mamba. So this one, she looks like a snake. So I don't know if they're going to maybe steal the talents of someone from the WNBA.
Okay.
And that's why possible. That this, goon has more of a feminine quality.
Sure.
So there's a possible guess of mine. And then, of course, the last one of the regular run. Of course, if you started with LeBron, you got to end with LeBron, except for this one where he was doing a little dunk pose.
Mm-hmm.
This one, we got him doing a little dribble pose.
Wet Fire, little dribble. Yeah, wet fart. That's cool, though, yeah.
Now, I mentioned out of all of these, there's one that I didn't cover because it just hasn't been released yet. I believe I've ordered it through like Hot Topic or whatever. So on the back, I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. Those are all the characters that you see.
Okay, so I see that Sylvester is missing. Yeah,
so these are going to be one of my honorable mentions. You've got Sylvester and Tweety Bird right there for you. So eventually, and just again, the fact there's no pupils makes this look weird.
No, you're right. And except it just goes with it's against the complete ink colored blackness of Sylvester's face, just like Marvin.
So now, as of right now, there are 6 exclusive Funkos that are out there.
Okay.
So at first, there's from Walmart a 10-inch version of the dribbling LeBron James. So again, he's going to be the larger size, one of those guys.
Yep.
I've got him pre-ordered, just waiting for him to get released, so I don't have him yet. This one is the bane of my existence because I think I have him pre-ordered, but I'm not 100%. And that is a flocked Tasmanian devil.
Okay. All right.
So this one also is from Walmart. So I believe I have him purchased.
And the flocked is that velvety color feeling.
Fuzz to it.
Yep.
Once again, of all the characters, this is a good one to have, flocked.
Oh, absolutely.
So now I believe when you were at Target, you may have seen one of these other exclusives. It was a duo, 2 in a box.
Okay.
They were in a costume. Do you remember that?
I'm actually thrown off by the picture that I see below. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, yes.
So there's a 2-pack from Target exclusive. Since they're jumping through the Warner Brothers world, at some point Bugs Bunny becomes Batman and LeBron James becomes the Boy Wonder Robin. I guess since Bugs Bunny's in charge, he's the one that gets to be Batman. It's his world of the animated variety. So why not? We'll do it that way.
He's got about 100 years on this planet at this point, which is crazy in itself.
He's only got about 81.
I don't know. I think he came out in the late 20s.
And I only say that is because I just got I think it was the 80th anniversary Looney Tunes thing of Bugs Bunny that he came with, where he's in the tuxedo.
Oh, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, I know. Mickey, I think, is coming up pretty late
He's coming up in 2 years. He'll be 100 years old.
Yeah, Bugs only 1940. Granted, neither one of us were alive on this planet, so I can't really say I remember. No.
I can at least say November 18th, 1928 will be Mickey's 100. So I just said 2 years. That's the foundation of the whole Walt Disney World Company was 1928. 1923. But in 1928 is when Mickey. So we've still got about 7 years. He'll be turning 93.
Older than SpongeBob. Anyway.
All right. So the other one that is a Target exclusive, and this is one I have not found. I have not been able to pre-order it. So keep your eyeballs out for this one. It is the metallic version. It comes with a T-shirt of good old Marvin the Martian.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I looked that one up when I was trying to figure out what to be looking for. I did see that, and yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere in my local Target.
Yeah. I think it's been released in stores, but it just hasn't been released online outside of the pre-orders. So eventually, I'm going to get it. Eventually. Yeah. It's going to happen. But those are the ones that kind of the honorable mentions, the ones that I don't have yet, just because they either haven't been released or I have not been able to just get my, mitts on them.
Right.
So my last two, one is a Amazon exclusive. I believe if you're still looking to get this one, you can. And it is a one of LeBron James yet again. This one, he's basically got his foot on the ball, except for the ball is not orange. It is silver.
I saw a couple of them had silver balls. I noticed that like when the different characters. So that seems to be kind of almost like semi-common. I don't know.
Yeah. So I believe everyone that I've gotten so far, they have the regular orange ball. But there's
it looked like the Monstars had silver balls.
From the original movie?
No. On one of the the one that was like the snake, the Mamba.
Yeah, so White Mamba does have a silver one, but Westfire has two orange ones.
Right. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
It's a quite possibility. Like, you can't have these. We're gonna play them.
Yeah.
And then the last one, this one was from the Funko shop. So this came out, and I believe it has sold out. So check, your third-party sites to see if you're looking to get this one. But the last one is that's all, folks. So
perfect for the finale too.
I know. I kind of almost planned it that way. And if you notice that my ring is supposed to be the Looney Tunes banner.
Very nice.
I tried to make it, theme a little bit. So we got 1093 Porky Pig. He's a Funko Shop exclusive. You can see the little Funko Shop sticker right there on the box there. So this is at least the last one of their line. I double checked to see if there was like a 1094 within the pop price guide, and it goes into nothing yet. So as of right now, I think that is the end of what's going to be considered wave 2. At least that's what I'm considering it. Out of curiosity, out of all of these, was there anyone that was kind of sticks out as your favorite?
I mean, more than anything that sticks out, Lord Cash, are the ones that are not there. But like I like the Daffy Duck one because he's got like the almost like the old school like coach's blazer. I'll be curious to see how he factors in. But I mean, again, I don't see Speedy, I don't see Grandma, I don't see Elmer, and I know that all three of them are in the game or of the movie. So I'll be curious if they're represented in a wave 3. But I'm not a fan of the Monstars. I don't think I don't know. I don't have a connection to them yet.
The Goon Squad?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they look cool overall. But yeah, I think once I see the movie, I'll have more of a connection to the newer series.
Absolutely. I really want that flocked Taz.
Right.
That's one. And then of course I always like to make sure that I at least have all of the comments. If I don't get all of the exclusive ones, that's fine and all, but I need to at least have the common run to try I complete that set.
Right.
But again, as of right now, I'm 90% certain that I do have the flocked Taz pre-ordered from Walmart. I know I have the Dynamic Duo pre-ordered. It's just that darn Marvin the Martian, the metallic one from Target. I said, I'll get it. It'll just take me some time.
Awesome.
Well, that kind of wraps up today's episode of Funko Royalty. I hope you enjoyed this little journey, this little precursor to the Space Jam New Legacy movie. It is out today on HBO Max if you want to watch it at home. Or if you do want to venture out to one of your local movie theaters, it should be playing there. Just check, listings to make sure that your theaters are open, and go from there. But I hope you do enjoy the movie. Like I said, I'm going to be going with my daughter tomorrow. She is super excited. She has her own Space Jam shirt as well. So
nice.
She is like super excited about this.
I think I'm going to celebrate the weekend as well. I messaged it separate, but I think I'm going to do an impromptu game room this weekend. I have the old school Space Jam video game on the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play it. It's a little bit like NBA Jam, so I'm going to throw that up maybe even as early as tonight. I got to watch SmackDown first. So, but yeah, make sure you like, share the video, subscribe. If you do those things, you'll know when we go live on our different shows. Like this one, like I told you, the Space Jam video game, it's completely impromptu. I just figured the movie's coming out like now, so why not get a little ahead on that?
There you go. Take some of the buzz off of it.
Exactly.
So tomorrow, Saturday, is Mail Call Mail Time, where we open up stuff that we've ordered online. Call of the Wild is Sunday, where we open up stuff that we've purchased out in the stores. Monday is Crazy Card Collecting, where we open up all those fun retro trading cards. Slam Nation Wrestling is Tuesday nights, where we will talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. And, of course, as all that Pat mentioned, if you want to see what other games we might have in the game room, check us out on Wednesday. We'll have something new for you there. We'll play or talk about it. And then, of course, Thursday is iStream, Ustream. We just finished up our a review of the Loki series over on Disney Plus. Definitely have to check out to see what's going to be next, what's going to come up this week. But there's going to be some good things happening. So, but that's pretty much what we have here. We do ask that you spread the word of the nerd, share the love with everyone out there, your family and friends. That way we can get them brought in. And again, if we do have some pop up, game rooms or whatever happening, make sure you like, subscribe to the New York Nerd Show, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch, or
YouTube.
There you go, the big one. So, and that way, whenever we do go live on those random moments, you'll know about it.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us. So much on the Funko royalty shows. A lot of cool stuff out there in the world of Funko Pops. I mean, Lord Cash is our expert on that for sure.
I do my homework. So, all right. Well, that pretty much wraps up this episode. Definitely to check back with us in the future, because we've got many more to show you. Until then, anything you'd like to say all that, Pat?
No, just adios.
Bye-bye, everybody.